Good morning, students. In the last class, we solved the questions of exercise questions of chapter 5 from question number 1 to 5. In today's class, we'll cover the other question, that is question number 6 to 10. Okay. So, in today's class, we will solve these questions. Let's discuss about it. Now, here the questions are. First, we'll start from question number 6. If you can see in this question that in question number 6, it is given the position of three elements A, B and C. It is given in the periodic table as shown below. Here it is given like this. Okay. Here is solving question number 6, that is group 16, and it is given group 17. Okay. Here this one is dash dash, here it is A dash dash B dash C. Okay, let us discuss about this question. Here we can see that B and C, these are present at the same period. Okay, B and C, these are present in the same period. B is present at the left side and C is present at the right side. A and C, these two elements are present in the same group. A at the top and C at the below. Okay, so the first one, that is state whether A is a metal or a non-metal. So let me check the position of A. A is present in group 17, so it contains 7 valence electron. So it will gain electron, that's why it is a non-metal. So question number A answer is A is a non-metal. B. State whether C is more reactive or less reactive than A. So as in the group C and A both are present in the group 17. Okay, so what you can say that these are non-metals. As we know that non-metals has the reactivity which depends upon the tendency to gain electron. So non-metals they gains electron, so their reactivity depends upon the tendency to gain electron. As we know, the smaller atom has the more tendency to gain the electron. Okay, so in between A and C, the element which will be smaller, that will have the more tendency to gain electron and hence the more reactivity. So we can say that if we move up to down, the size of the atom increases. So C is greater in size than A. So we see A has the more tendency to gain electron rather than C. So A is more reactive than C, or we can say A is better non-metal as compared to C. So we can say A is more reactive than C. A, C are non-metals. Non-metals. A has more tendency to gain electron than C due to the smaller size or okay, this portion is not visible. Here it is written non-metals. Okay, here it is written non-metals. A has more tendency to gain electron than C due to the smaller size or more effective nuclear charge. Actually, the answer is also this. That is, A is more reactive than C. Here, this one is the explanation why A is more reactive than C. Here, you can say that A and C are non-metals. As we know that non-metals has the tendency to gain electron, and the reactivity of the non-metals depends upon their tendency to gain electron. A has more tendency to gain electron than C. Why? Because the size of A is smaller than C. A is smaller than C, and A has the more tendency to gain electron, more effective nuclear charge. That's why it is a more tendency to gain electron, and hence the more non-metallic character, or you can say the more reactivity. Okay, so this one is the answer of the question number B. Let us solve question number C. Here the question is, will C be larger or smaller in size than B? And there is here. Look, B is present in group 16 and C is present in group 17. Both of them are present in the same period. So when you move left to right, the size of the atom decreases. So obviously C is smaller than B. Okay, the question will C is larger or smaller than B. The answer is C is smaller in size than B. Okay, that's the answer. Fine. The element which is present on the left side must be larger in size than the element which is present on the right side of that element. Okay. D. Which type of ion, cation or anion, will be formed by element A? It can be observed that A is present in group 17, so it contains 7 valence electrons. So to fill its octet, it will gain electron. So A has a tendency to gain 1 electron to form A minus. That's why you can say A will form negative ion, or you can say anion. Okay. More specifically, A will form negative ion or anion. More specifically, you can write that it will form uni-negative anion. Okay, as its valence is 1, it will form -1. That's why you can say uni. Uni means 1. Uni-negative anion. Okay, or uni-negative ion you can say. So this one is the answer of question number 6. Let me proceed for the question number 7. Now the question is that nitrogen atomic number 7 and phosphorus atomic number 15 belongs to the group 15 of the periodic table. Write the electronic configuration of these two elements. Which of these will be more electronegative and why? So let us discuss about it. First, atomic number 7, that is nitrogen, 2, 5 and phosphorus 15, 2, 8, 5. Okay. So this one is the electronic configuration of these two elements. Now the second one, that is which of these will be more electronegative. Okay. Nitrogen is more electronegative than phosphorus. Okay, nitrogen is more electronegative than phosphorus. Let us discuss why. So before discussing about the reason, let us discuss first what is electronegativity. Okay, electronegativity. We already learned that when the covalent bond is formed, that is formed due to the sharing of electrons. Okay, so if we take this example, A and B, they share one valence electron, so they will form a single bond. Okay, this bond is the covalent bond. This covalent bond contains an electron pair. Okay, here by this I am representing the electron pair. Okay, there is electron pair. Means they are sharing the valence electrons. They donate the same number of valence electrons and they form the electron pair. Both of them use this electron pair, that is called and the bond that is formed in between them, that is called covalent bond. So we can see that in covalent bond the electron pair is present. Okay. Now suppose the atomic number of B is more than A. Suppose the atomic number of B is more than A, like if we take this example, HCl. Okay, hydrogen and chlorine, they share an electron pair in between them. As you know, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1 and the atomic number of chlorine is 70. So chlorine is present at the right side of hydrogen. That's why chlorine, its atomic number is 70 and its the tendency to pull the electron pair towards itself in case of chlorine is more. Why? Because it has a more effective nuclear charge. Okay, so chlorine has more charge, okay, than hydrogen, okay, than hydrogen. What I can say that in between hydrogen and chlorine, as the chlorine contains more protons in its nucleus, not only the more protons here, as it is smaller in size than hydrogen, as a result, what will happen? It has a more effective nuclear charge and it has the more power to pull the electron towards itself. So, what chlorine will do? The chlorine will pull the electron pair which is shared in between this hydrogen and chlorine towards itself. So, the chlorine will pull the electron pair towards itself. It will be like this. So the electron density of this chlorine atom will increases and the electron density of hydrogen atom will decreases. So it will be partially positively charged and it will be partial negatively charged. As the electron cloud increases on chlorine atom and the electron cloud decreases on hydrogen atom. So they are not dissociate fully, but they have one of them have the more electron density on it and the other has the electron deficiency on it. That's why they are getting the partial charge. This sign del, it represents the partial charge. It represents the partial charge. Right? So this type of covalent bond is called polar covalent bond. This type of covalent bond is called polar covalent bond. Now the tendency of an element to pull the shared electron pair towards itself is called the electronegativity. Okay, so two elements they share the valence, share the electron. So remember that hydrogen has also the tendency to pull the electron pair towards itself, but as the effective nuclear charge of chlorine is more than hydrogen, so it will pull the electron pair towards itself more as compared to hydrogen. तो बात क्या है कि जैसे कि मान लो आप अपने भाई के साथ या फिर अपने बहन के साथ ऐसे मतलब रिलेटिव किसी के साथ एक ही कंबल शेयर कर रहे हो, ठीक है। अब क्या है कि आपके पास पावर ज़्यादा है, ठीक है, तो आप क्या कर रहे हो, इस कंबल को अपनी तरफ ज़्यादा खींच लिया, ठीक है, अपनी तरफ कंबल को ज़्यादा खींच लिए, तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा कि आपके ऊपर कंबल ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, दूसरे के ऊपर कंबल कम हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे भी वही हो रहा है, देखो ये दोनों मिलकर इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर को शेयर कर रहे हैं, बट इन दोनों में से जिसके पास न्यूक्लियस ज़्यादा पावरफुल है वो क्या करेगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर को थोड़ा सा अपनी तरफ ज़्यादा खींच लेगा। वो बोलेगा कि अच्छा हम लोग तो शेयर कर रहे हैं लेकिन मुझे इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर ज़्यादा चाहिए क्योंकि मेरे पास पावर ज़्यादा है। तो इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर, ये शेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर को ये अपने तरफ ज़्यादा खींच लेगा, तो ये देखने में ऐसा हो जाएगा। एट दैट टाइम द कोवलेंट बॉन्ड विल बी कॉल्ड एज पोलर कोवलेंट बॉन्ड एंड द टेंडेंसी ऑफ दिस एलिमेंट टू पुल द इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर towards itself is called the electronegativity. Okay, so the tendency of an element to pull the electron pair, one shared electron pair towards itself is called electronegativity. I am not writing the definition of electronegativity here, you can write it by yourself. That is the tendency of an element to pull the shared electron pair towards itself is called electronegativity. And remember, the element having more effective nuclear charge that has the more tendency to pull the electron pair towards itself and hence it will be more electronegative. ठीक है, जिस एलिमेंट के पास इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज ज़्यादा होगा, मतलब जो साइज में छोटा होगा, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर को अपनी तरफ ज़्यादा खींच लेगा, जिसके लिए उसका इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ज़्यादा होगा। रिमेंबर, इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी हाइड्रोजन का भी है, क्लोरीन का भी है, बट हाइड्रोजन के कंपैरिजन में क्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ज़्यादा है क्योंकि क्लोरीन छोटा साइज में है, राइट साइड में है। So what will be the trend in electronegativity if we move left to right in the periodic table? Let me learn about it. If we move left to right in the periodic table, then size of the atom decreases. Okay, size of the atom decreases and hence the tendency to pull the electron pair towards itself increases. तो एटम लेफ्ट से राइट जाएंगे तो एटम छोटा होता जाएगा और इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर को अपने तरफ खींचने का टेंडेंसी बढ़ता जाएगा। एज ए रिजल्ट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इंक्रीजेस। एटम का साइज छोटा होगा, इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इंक्रीज होगा। तो साइज ऑफ द एटम इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी, और यू कैन से दैट इज इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द साइज ऑफ एटम। स्मॉलर द साइज, मोर द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी, bigger the size, less the electronegativity of the element. So when you move up to down, size of atom increases. Okay. When you move up to down, the size of atom increases, hence electronegativity decreases. Remember, the most electronegative elements are present at the right side. So you can say that electronegative elements are present at the right side in the periodic table, and the elements having less electronegativity, or you can say more electropositivity, are present in group 1. Okay, at the left side. So group 1 elements are least electronegative and hence most electropositive, and group 17 elements, they are most electronegative or least electropositive. So why we are not taking group 18? Because group 18 elements, they are noble gases, they have the field octet, so they will not pull the electron. Actually, they will not form the bond. That's why there is no quotient for that they will pull the electron or push the electron pair or not. Okay, so obviously group 18 को हम लोग कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे, हम लोग ग्रुप 17 को कंसिडर करेंगे. तो ग्रुप 17 का एलिमेंट जो है ये सबसे छोटे एटम होते हैं, और ये लोग इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर को अपने तरफ ज़्यादा खींचने का टेंडेंसी दिखाते हैं. रिमेंबर, विद इन अभी तक है ना, द मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट इज फ्लोरीन. ओके, मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट, देखो लेफ्ट से राइट जाएंगे तो लेफ्ट वाला लिथियम है, और लिथियम से फ्लोरीन में जाके रुकेंगे. तो लिथियम से अगर फ्लोरीन में जाके रुकेंगे तो ग्रुप 7, ये हो गया ग्रुप 1 एंड दिस वन इज ग्रुप 2. फाइन. तो ग्रुप 2 में जो फ्लोरीन एटम है, तो फ्लोरीन एटम का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी सबसे ज़्यादा है. अब देखो फ्लोरीन राइट में है, तो लिथियम के कंपैरिजन में फ्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ज़्यादा होगा. सो इट्स नॉट ग्रुप 2, इट्स ग्रुप 17. Okay, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, and acetylene. So if we move up to down, then the electronegativity decreases. So we among this fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, the fluorine is the most electronegative, and when you move left to right, the electronegativity increases. So hence the fluorine is the most electronegative element. Right? So now I think it is clear. So जिस atom का size छोटा होगा, जो ऊपर होगा वो ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव होगा, whereas जो एटम नीचे होगा उसका इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी कम होगा. So here the question is that which one ingredient is has the more electronegativity? So the answer is nitrogen, क्योंकि नाइट्रोजन ऊपर है. ओके, तो आंसर कैसे लिखेंगे? As nitrogen has more effective nuclear charge and smaller size than phosphorus, so it has more tendency to pull the shared electron pair towards itself. So nitrogen is more electronegative than phosphorus. Okay, more electronegative than phosphorus. This one is the answer. अब वीडियो को पॉज करके आंसर लिख सकते हैं. Next, let me proceed to the next question. Let me discuss about question number 8. How does the electronic configuration of an atom relate to its position in the modern periodic table? It is already written in your copy. That is, how we can identify the position of an element in Mendeleev's periodic table. I am not writing the answer here. That is, first we have to write the electronic configuration of the atom. Then we have to check the number of shells. The number of shells will be the period, and the number of valence electron will be the period of the group. Will be the group. If the period is 2 or 3 and the number of valence electron is more than 2, then you have to add 10 with the number of valence electron to get the group. ये भी ऐसे लिखा गया है, आपकी कॉपी में लिखा हुआ है, उसको और बार लिख लेना एक बार. क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. In the modern periodic table, calcium is surrounded by elements with atomic number 12, 19, 21, 38. 12, 19, 21, 38. Fine. 38. Okay. Which of these have the physical and chemical properties resembling calcium? So remember, the elements which are present in the same period shows the similarities in their physical properties, and the elements which are present in the same group they shows the similarities in their physical and in their chemical properties. तो जो एलिमेंट सेम पीरियड में होंगे उनके फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज में सिमिलरिटी मिलेगा, और जो सेम ग्रुप में होगा उसका केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज में सिमिलरिटी मिलेंगे, एज दे हैव द सेम नंबर ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन. So first we'll check the position of calcium 2882. So its period is 4 and the group is 2. Okay, and the group is 2. So hence we are getting calcium in, suppose it is group 1, is group 2, is group 3. Okay, here it is period 1, period 2, period 3 and period 4. Okay, next period 5 and so on. Okay, hence we are getting the position of calcium. तो first हम लोग कैल्शियम का पोजीशन देखेंगे, ठीक है. इसके लिए थोड़ा सा ये बॉक्स बना लेते हैं तो सुविधा होगा. Let us keep the calcium here. Okay, तो कैल्शियम का पोजीशन क्या है? second group and period 4. So here this one is calcium. Okay, next बोल रहा है कि it is surrounded by the elements having atomic number this. तो इनका पोजीशन हम लोग पहले निकालेंगे. मान लो ये A है, ये B है, ये C है, ये D है. तो A एटॉमिक नंबर 282. तो its period is 3 and group is 2. So it is present the same group with calcium, period 3, group 2. So here it is A. Okay, बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैग्नीशियम है, आपको समझ में आ रहा है. Next B, atomic number 19, 2881. So its position is group period 4 and group 1. Okay, period 4 group 1 means this one. Okay, fine. Am I using it here? Element C, atomic number 21, 2883. Okay, 2883. Thus it can be written as period 4 group 3. Okay, so here it is element C. So it's given that calcium is surrounded by these 4 elements. So obviously the position of D will be this. ये तो कोई दो मत नहीं है कि D का पोजीशन यही होगा, although it's not possible to write the electronic configuration by 288 process. Okay, for atomic number 38 ये थोड़ा सा अलग होगा ना, तो इसके बारे में हम लोग यहाँ पे डिस्कशन नहीं कर रहे. ऐसा नहीं कि एकदम पॉसिबल नहीं है. चलिए, तो कैल्शियम हमें क्या दिख रहा है कि A और D, these two elements are present in the same group with calcium, where B and C, these are present in the same period of calcium. So we'll write B and C shows similarities in physical properties with calcium. A and B shows similarities in chemical properties with calcium. Okay. और एक्चुअली दोनों मिला के ए और डी भी लिख सकते हो कि बी और सी. बी इज एक्चुअली बी इज विच वन इज बी हियर 4 1 21 बी 19 potassium calcium both are solid in state, so they have the similarities in physical properties. C is scandium. Okay, so they shows the similarities in their physical properties. Here they shows the chemical similarities in their chemical properties. Here A is magnesium and D is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium. Okay, D is strontium, Sr. अब डायरेक्टली आंसर में सिर्फ ए और डी भी लिख सकते हैं ना, ए एंड डी दे शोज द सिमिलैरिटीज। नेक्स्ट, compare the contrast the arrangement of elements in Mendel's periodic table and the modern periodic table. It is very well known to all of us. I am not writing the answer here, then you can write the answer very easily. In Mendel's periodic table, the elements were arranged in the increasing order of their atomic mass. Means in Mendel's periodic table, the elements were arranged on the basis of their properties actually. But in modern periodic table, the elements were arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. Okay, here the atomic number is the main concern, and in case of Mendel's periodic table, the properties were the main concern. Okay, so this contrast can be written as द आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, तो ये अपने से भी आप खुद से लिख सकते हो, खुद से एक बार ट्राई करो। मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि इसका आंसर सिर्फ यही लिखना है, यू कैन राइट इट बाय योरसेल्फ आल्सो। तो आप खुद से भी कुछ पॉइंट इसमें ऐड कर सकते हैं। Okay, so we covered all the exercise questions of this chapter. In the next class, we'll start the discussion of some different types of questions which may be faced by you in the exam. Okay, हम लोग इसके बारे में और भी डिस्कशन करते रहेंगे और भी कुछ स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन आंसर करते रहेंगे। Learn after this. Thank you.